Alrighty. Um, where should I leave this off? Yeah, there's a good picture. Um, yeah, that's a perfect picture. So that episode happened. And just in case you're wondering of why the the video is so long, I ranted a lot at the end, mostly about the viewer discretion advised in the beginning, and the suicide prevention hotline that they had in the text. And I ranted a lot about why that wasn't needed in this episode and why that undervalues the actual need when it comes up. It's nice that they're there, but ultimately my decision is it's not it's just going to make the people that actually need that feel worse, because what happens in this episode is like not even that bad, if at all. And so it just makes people who are actually feeling like shit. It's like, okay, you're giving all these content warnings about shit that's like not even that bad, and I'm feeling like 100 times worse, and you're giving warnings about something that's fucking almost like PG rated. It's like you're kind of, devaluing it when you do that. It's like you're not giving it enough weight. You're saying, like, someone who pricked their finger needs to be sent to an emergency room, when there's someone, like, with a lopped off arm being like, you serious? It's like, you know they're looking at him. It's like, they kind of, and everyone's treating it like such a serious thing, and all the doctors like, oh my god. And someone has a lopped off arm, like, waiting in the emergency room, just being like, excuse me. It's like, there's kind of different levels of seriousness here. This, and I rant about that a lot, and I talk about another anime in an episode. It gets very graphic. I talk about very graphic shit, so just letting you know now. If you don't want to hear about graphic shit that happens in an episode of Higurashi When They Cry GOU, I guess don't watch any of the ending thing. Of after it ends. But when I start getting into the rant on that, after, like, going into a small rant about Ruby's upskirt, which confused the hell out of me because I don't know what she's wearing. I've decided that she's wearing a leotard. Because I don't know what, because it's probably connected to the top piece, and it's a bit like a flatter version of what Cinder's wearing, which would make sense. Just kind of some single thing that you then, it makes sense for battle attire too, because you would slip that on, and then you put all your other outfit on there and be form fitting. So it makes sense. I thought she was wearing booty shorts or maybe spandex shorts, but it's probably like a small leotard. Anyway, it's like, I think Monty would have. The reason why I got into that is because I started looking and it was like, it just looks like they didn't know what to do. And so they just, what was there, they just painted red to not make people uncomfortable. It's like no thought was putting into the actual attire of what she's wearing in places like that. Because they don't normally do shots like that. But it doesn't matter. That you should still think about fashion everywhere, even if it's never seen. Just a small gripe from me. Like, maybe have, like, on one leg, have, like, some rose symbols going up there, just so they say, like, hey, you may never see this part, but hey, she's got, it's part of her outfit. It didn't even look like part of her outfit. It looked like, it was a video game model that you accidentally saw a part that was never supposed to be shown. It's like, and no thought was put into it. That's what it looked like. It's like, whatever. It's whatever. But I mean, she does a lot of fighting and kicking. It's like, it puts some effort into that. Obviously, they're not going to be wearing panties. I'm not complaining about that part. Just like Cinder's outfit's amazing, right? So it's like, imagine if she wore, like, if Cinder just put on a skirt or whatever and still had those designs on her booty shorts or whatever. It's like that. I want that for RWBY, basically. Have like cool shit everywhere and not just on the outside. Anyway, rant over. So, yeah, so this is the final episode of RWBY Volume 8. Redirect. And, I didn't say anything about what this episode was about, did I? Mostly because, well, I guess you'll just have to see. I'm not gonna say anything. My impressed level, what I was left with. I was single-handedly very unimpressed with the ending, but at the same time, very impressed. Because, well, I guess you'll have to say it, but basically one side is very impressive in this final act that normally isn't impressive in a final act. It's normally just one side usually gets past everything and becomes the oppressor, but not this time. This time one of the sides fucking nailed it out of the park, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, one side pretty much won. It's like one of the sides just won, generally. Although everyone did get out, I guess, but well, all the people, most of them, anyway. Most of the people got out, but it's like, other than that. So what about Ironwood? He's probably still alive. I don't know anymore with this show of who's alive or dead. Unless the show says it, we don't know. They're too scared to show anything. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.